Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and we're going to be continuing down our journey with CSS frameworks. Next we're going to try out Materialize. Okay, and the website there is materializecss.com. And Materialize is based on Google's Material UI framework. And so like Google has this whole system called Material, or Material UI, which is just sort of a way of thinking about how you build your UI, how you use colors, how you use shadows, all this stuff. Materialize is based on that methodology, which always makes for a very flat style but very colorful type of design. So, like Bootstrap, we'll head over to the Getting Started section to get the CDN link so we can start using it. And then again, here are the CDN links, so I'll just copy those over. I'll copy those over the Bootstrap ones from the previous video. Okay. And then again, on the JavaScript piece, I'll add a defer tag. Cool. So basically here, let's actually just take a look at the changes that already created. We haven't even really changed much yet, so let me just hit open with live server just by switching out which CSS framework we have. Let's see what changes we already see. Okay, so you can see the button already looks a little bit different. Default font sizes and the way columns are treated are slightly different. Again, this time all those column styles are going to be a little bit different, so I need to remove that. So we go over here, remove all these columns. But again, basically, you go through here, you find out which styles you need. Like, and then again, it has also really useful stuff regarding colors. Like here, you can find a color palette, and here are the actual styles you'll use to get certain colors. So if I want, like, you know, the H1 over here to be that particular red, I can be like class here, red. Let me see how they do that. I mean, I would just make the background. Give me details on how to specify the text. Here you go, blue light and text. Yeah, so you would do a dash for text. Okay, so let's change it to text. The text to red, dark, and 4. That would be blue text. Got it. So it'll be red text, lighten 4. So what I wanted, I want darken 4. Okay, save. And see, it makes the text red. So, I mean, once you get used to this, it makes it really easy to kind of just create colors wherever you need the colors. Again, there's grid tools. Okay, so here in this case, they use a slightly different syntax in Bootstrap. So it's like this is a column small of 1 column, and you can see it creates it's always a 12-column grid in most of these frameworks. Obviously, you have different options, but you see it's like a little bit more of a particular design, a particular aesthetic with Materialize. And you can find all sorts of fun components. So if you go here to the component section of the documents, you can find things like breadcrumbs, badges, buttons. Let's head over to the button section. Okay, and again, all the documentation shows you sort of what code to use to get the effects that you want. Okay, you can create cool buttons like this. Submit. There's a lot of options. It's a pretty neat framework. Cards. Okay, nav bars. case you want fancy nav bars. Drop down. It's all there, and it's all built with responsiveness too. That's the other cool thing about it. So let's actually add one of these nav bars. Okay. So I will create we'll put this right above the header, or the H1. Save. Let's see, we got this nice navigation. And if I were to open up the inspector, and see it's nice and responsive, which is neat. Always really enjoy Materialize. Then here's some more JavaScript stuff, so you can like have carousels, modals, all sorts of fun stuff, all built in, so that way you don't have to like build it out from scratch. You can just use what's in here. Okay. Okay, so for example, if I click here, you can see what a toast does, and see, that's a toast. It's like a little pop-up when something happens. So that is cool. But yeah, that's Materialize. There's many more frameworks. We'll continue moving on. I'll see you guys in the next one.